Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a really concerning issue affecting international students in the United States. Recent reports indicate a significant number of student visas have been abruptly canceled, leaving many facing detention, deportation, and serious disruption to their academic careers. So, what's behind this sudden crackdown? According to reports, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security has cited national security concerns and alleged involvement in pro-Palestine activism as primary reasons for these visa cancellations. Students from prominent universities like Harvard, Stanford, and the University of California have been affected. However, a more recent and perhaps even more alarming development is the revocation of visas for minor criminal offenses, some of which occurred years ago and were already resolved. These offenses range from traffic violations like speeding and driving with a learner's permit without a licensed supervisor, to resolved cases of shoplifting and alcohol-related charges. The scope of these visa cancellations is quite broad, affecting students across numerous institutions. Here's a rundown of some of the universities that have reported incidents. Harvard University, at least 3 students and 2 recent graduates. Stanford University, 4 current students and 2 recent graduates. University of California System, approximately 35 students and recent alumni across campuses like UCLA, UC San Diego, UC Berkeley, UC Davis, and UC Irvine. University of Michigan, 4 students with at least 1 reportedly leaving the country. Ohio State University, 7 international students. Emerson College, at least 1 student. Tufts University, 2 graduate students, including 1 Turkish national, Rümeysa Öztürk, who was detained and faces deportation. Columbia University, 4 international students, including Mahmoud Khalil, who was detained and faces deportation. Arizona State University, at least 50 students. Northeastern University, 40 individuals, including 18 current students and 22 alumni. And many more, including the University of Pennsylvania, University of Massachusetts, Boston University, Berklee College of Music, Duke University, Central Michigan University, Colorado State University, Kent State University, Minnesota State University, North Carolina State University, University of Cincinnati, University of Kentucky, and University of Nevada, Las Vegas. What's particularly troubling are the stories emerging about the circumstances of these revocations. Some students involved in pro-Palestinian activism have had their visas canceled, with allegations of national security concerns. In the case of Tufts University, Rümeysa Öztürk, a Turkish national, faces deportation due to alleged pro-Palestinian activism. Similarly, Ranjani Srinivasan, an Indian scholar, self-deported after her visa was revoked following participation in pro-Palestinian protests at Columbia University. On the other hand, numerous Indian students are facing self-deportation orders for minor infractions, some of which were settled in court. We're talking about things like overspeeding tickets, driving without a licensed supervisor, and even resolved shoplifting cases. In one instance, a student in Texas had a shoplifting case dismissed due to a clean record and cooperation, yet still faces deportation. Immigration lawyers are highlighting that SEVIS, Student and Exchange Visitor Information System, terminations for such petty offenses are rare and precedent. Some students report that these incidents occurred months or even years ago and were already dealt with legally. Alarmingly, there are even reports of students found not guilty by courts still having their visas canceled. Experts suggest this trend reflects a broader increase in federal scrutiny of international students, possibly dating back to the Trump administration. The U.S. Department of State is reportedly increasing scrutiny on international students' social media activity and campus actions. There are also reports of the government using artificial intelligence to identify foreign students who may show support for groups like Hamas. Higher education leaders are concerned that these sudden revocations could have a chilling effect on international education in the U.S., creating fear and uncertainty among students. The lack of prior notice to colleges about these revocations is also a major point of concern. If you or someone you know is affected by these visa cancellations, it's crucial to understand the options available. Immigration lawyers strongly recommend that students seek immediate legal counsel. Contesting the revocation through legal channels and requesting a reversal should be the priority. Self-deportation should always be the last resort. There have been instances of lawsuits being filed challenging these abrupt visa terminations without due process. It's essential for students to understand their rights and explore all legal avenues before making arrangements to leave the country. This situation is deeply unsettling for international students who invest significant time and money to pursue their education in the U.S. The sudden cancellation of visas, sometimes for minor or long-resolved issues, raises serious questions about due process and the fairness of the immigration system. As the situation unfolds, it's vital for affected students to seek legal help and for universities to provide the necessary support during these unprecedented times.